Hey, if you're like me, you're probably trying to figure out some additional ways to leverage video in the area of listing presentations. In other words, all of us would like to increase the number of listings taken, within the listing presentations that we go on. So there's two ways that I'm using video that I think all of us should really be focusing on. Usually I talk to somebody about listing their property, and it tends to require some sort of follow-up. Maybe I talk to a for-sale owner for the first time, they don't set an appointment, but I continue to follow up with them, and eventually I get a listing appointment, and I'm going to do a listing presentation. Well, after the first conversation that I ever have with somebody, assuming I've never met them face to face, as soon as I hang up the phone, I'm going to text them a video. So that means I'm going to always have this video in my phone and readily available to text. And that video is going to be something like this. Hey, it's Greg Harrelson. I just wanted to put a face to a voice. I really appreciate the time that you took, on the phone just a moment ago. Sounds like you've got a great property. I'll continue to follow up. In the meantime, if you ever need anything, again, I just wanted you to kind of see who is on the other end of the phone. You can reach me and then leave that number. So that would be a video that you would text over and over again. Now imagine, or if you listen to the content of that video, it was evergreen. In other words, I didn't mention their name. I didn't mention specific addresses. I didn't mention any dates, so I can use that video over and over again. Especially when you're dealing with a for-sale owner. For-sale owners hire agents that they have rapport with. So while other agents may be calling them, you're calling them, but you're also giving them some video so they can see face-to-face who you are. You will edge out your competition in the area of building rapport just because you use video in that manner. Now let's just pretend for a moment that you did some follow-up with that for-sale owner and eventually you set a listing appointment. Well, you need to have another video that actually takes the place of those old pre-listing packages that we used to drop off or mail, then we started emailing. I think you should have a pre-listing video. And that video is right after you set an appointment, you send that video to your prospective seller and you say, hey, it's Greg Harrelson here. Just wanted to kind of share some information. I'm excited to come out and talk with you about your property. And I just wanted to kind of share some things with you so you know what to expect. When I come out tomorrow, or when we sit down together, I'm going to talk with you about pricing. Now, in order to talk with you about pricing, be assured I'm going to look at all kinds of data. I'm going to search the MLS, search the tax records, just to make sure that I identify everything that must be considered to accurately price your property. One of my jobs that I take seriously is to protect your equity, and protect the equity you've actually earned in your home. And the way we do that is pricing property correctly. We're also going to talk about how I create demand, how I get buyers, how I market property in order to drive the demand so we can get that higher price. And then a lot of property owners like to hear about what I do from a marketing standpoint. So I'll talk about marketing, and most importantly to me, I'll kind of set the expectations on how I'm going to service this business, so you know how I communicate, how frequently I communicate. So again, I'm looking forward to seeing you and talking more about your property. In the meantime, if you have any questions, please let me know. So here's what I'm doing. That's my pre-listing video. It's kind of like, what do I do to sell homes? What do I do for my clients? Creating a video like that, that's evergreen, again, not talking about a specific property or specific name, that you can send prior to the listing presentation. Every time you go on a listing presentation, this is going to help you get more listings. You are establishing rapport. You're future pacing as to what they can expect. So then when you go in and you do a presentation, you kind of follow the same template that you shared on that video. That makes them feel comfortable. It feels familiar. It's easier for you to build rapport, and you will secure more listings. So that's a few ways that you can use video in order to help you improve your listing taken to listing presentation ratio. Again, I'm Greg Harrelson, Real Estate Sales Solutions. Check out the rest of the videos on this YouTube channel, and you surely need to check out Agent Success Academy. That's where I do some high-level coaching on helping you get to the next level. You'll see a link in the description. Check us out. Talk to you soon.